Welcome back to the Samantha Show. I'm your host, Samantha. You can call me Sam. Just don't call me Sammy. And I'm back with the pull-up master himself, world record holder, Jordan Vega. He did 404,000 pull-ups. Did I miss any in
Yeah,
there?
yeah, 404,004
And
technically.
four. That's right. I
That's
thought
the
maybe there
official
was.
world record. Yeah, last year I was able to set the world record for most pull-ups completed in a year and did 404,000 pull-ups over a 365-day time frame. Man, it's been a journey since the last time we talked. I feel like so many things have happened, so many things have gone on, and you're definitely right. A part two it was much needed.
I can't wait to hear all about it, but I have to go back to the day you were completing your pull-ups because look, I was like invested. After we had our podcast episode, I was like, I'm invested in seeing this out and how this ends. And I'm easily moved. I always have been. My husband gives me so much crap about it, but I was literally on live on Instagram when you were doing it, and I was like crying, folding my laundry as you finished them. I was just like, I got I don't know.
Oh my God.
I just it was amazing. I'm so glad I got to watch it live.
That was honestly probably one of the best moments of my life. It was such a hard and grueling journey, and I felt like that day was never going to come, and I thought I was like never going to cross the finish line, but finally when I did my last pull-ups and I finished, it was one of the happiest moments of my life. I've never cried from tears before, so
Yeah.
that was awesome. Like all the hard work that I put in and all the time and effort into the pull-ups, all the blood, all the sweat, all the tears, it was shown on that day, and it was one of the best experiences I could ever ask for.
My gosh, I cannot even imagine. So, look, I'm gonna say like I'm saying screw the three things you need to know because I want to just start talking about this. But take us back to like give us just the brief for people who may be popping on that maybe they didn't catch the first episode. Although I'm gonna link it with this one. But tell us again, just kind of quickly, like why you started, who goes down this path, and what took you to this.
Yeah, so in 2022, it was a really difficult year for me. I was pretty much at rock bottom. And I realized that the one thing that really helped me out was being active and just focusing on my fitness. I wanted to take on a fitness journey that no one's ever done before, and I wanted to do something that no one's ever tried to do, and I wanted to do it for a good cause as well. So I set the goal for myself to attain three world records for most pull-ups completed in 30 days, 6 months, and a year. And my goal throughout the journey was to do 1,000 pull-ups a day for 365 days in a row and try to inspire people, do it for a good cause, and yeah, create a legacy for myself.
Yes, amen. And that you surely did. So then tell me, so now let's go back to that last day you were doing them, like the last four that you did. Was your adrenaline pumping? Like, what were you thinking? Were you just exhausted? Like, what were those last couple pull-ups like? How put us in your head?
Man, I feel like I really felt it the last like all
Yeah.
the emotions come in. I'm like, man, this is the last 100. I don't have to do any more pull-ups like after this. Like, thank God, like we're at the home stretch. I was just overwhelmed with emotion. I didn't think I would feel that way. Just even thinking about it gets me like emotional.
Sure.
My family was there, my parents, my brother, and they all got to see me do the last reps. And, I was also on live stream, so it was great. Man, like I said, I really hope that like people could feel that type of joy in their life, just going after a goal, not giving yourself a way out no matter what, and achieving that goal and saying what you said you're going to do. It's one of the most fulfilling things in life, and man, I just hope people could feel what I felt. And I have a documentary coming out soon, and hopefully that gets to dive into some of those deeper moments that you guys didn't get to see on a daily basis. So I'm
And
really excited about that.
yeah, that's amazing. I want to hear a little bit more about that. But I'm sure there are
Hmm.
so many moments that like you don't see. And I think even of like my personal, like I'm very public on social media about like my day-to-day life. And you shared so much of like your pull-up journey, but there is a lot that like goes on behind the scenes that's not aired out, that are a lot of other
Hmm.
different emotions and tough moments and things like that. So I think it's pretty cool that we're going to get to maybe see more of that. But tell
Yeah.
me, okay, so you finish your pull-ups, you have your day. What happens the very next day when it's the first day out of 365 that you don't have to wake up and do any pull-ups? What did you do?
I'm pretty sure I slept like 16 hours the next day. I was pretty much,
Wow.
my body just needed recovery, and I slept it. I was in bed. I think I woke up around dinner time, had dinner, like a drink with my family, and I went back to bed. And
Yeah.
then I didn't work out for like the next 4 days. And then after that, my body really felt the wear and tear of everything. I remember on our last podcast, I was thinking about going for the 24-hour record,
Yeah.
but I probably didn't realize how much of a toll of doing 1,000 pull-ups a day was going to take on my body. So after
Mhm.
3, 4 days of rest, like my arms were just like stiffened up like T-Rexes,
Wow.
and I just had to, my tendons were so like tight, and I really just I had to start from day one. Like I had to go through a recovery process.
Wow.
I was in so much pain. I couldn't really do any like pull-ups. Like I just had to stay away from the bar. Pull-ups like wasn't an option,
Sure.
and I just had to figure out a way to get my body going again and have a more balanced workout routine, and not just working out my back, biceps, and shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is you shared a little bit on social media, but like what does your workout routine kind of look like nowadays?
Yeah, so I always try to hit cardio in the mornings. I love doing the bike. I try to
We
do
love the
45
bike.
minutes, 45 minutes to an hour on the bike. That's kind of just like routine, what I stay to. And after work, I'll just get a lift in for about an hour, like a certain muscle group. And that's pretty much all I've been doing for now. It's been working for me. I feel like I'm in like one of the best shapes I've ever been, and I'm happy with like my more balanced workout routine for 24 20. I'm in a lot.
Yeah.
I've definitely like almost fully recovered from all my injuries.
Yeah.
That's definitely a plus that we could ask for.
Yeah, absolutely. I have some questions about your injuries and your hands, but I think I have to
Hmm.
comment on the fact that I think that, just like lifting and cardio, as someone who works in the fitness industry and boutique fitness and all of like the fancy, like cool things that are out there that people come out with, like nothing is like just lifting weights and doing cardio is like the cream of the crop. Like we don't have to like
Yeah.
complicate working out. And so I just have to comment that, I even find myself, I'm like, man, when I just like go like to Planet Fitness and lift weights and then have cardio, like that's all I need. I do the other stuff because it's fun and it does, you got to like be interested in it if you don't
No,
enjoy it. But
you have to mix it up too. I mean, what was killing me towards the end of the workout or the end of my pull-up journey was, man, it was so boring. It was like my workout routine was so boring. And I think that's what made it so hard. I was just like
yeah,
dreading to do it. I knew like it's going to take up at least 2 hours of my day, no matter what. And it's just going to be the same movement over and over. And just that monotony, uh, really, really grueling towards the end of my journey. Yeah, like just having these or hobbies that like you really care about, or just like want to get out and run. Like I've been playing softball with my friends, pickleball, tennis, and just like getting active and just running. It just does so much for your mental health.
it totally does. I was thinking this is kind of like, what's the right word? Like maybe like not the best comparison, but I keep thinking when I think about what you did last year, I'm like, I feel like Jordan made himself a prisoner, putting himself through the same thing day, like the mental capacity to get through something like that. You're just like doing, you're like in this cycle of like the same stuff every single day. Like that takes a lot of what I would consider mental strength. Like you have proved that you could probably honestly get through like any situation in life. So you said now you're doing things and playing and getting out. So like, do you feel like mentally in a better place now that you've moved on?
Yeah, I mean, going back to that analogy, I honestly felt like towards the end of my journey, because the last 3 months of my journey was literally the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life.
Sure.
I literally felt like I was, once I started my recording on live stream on YouTube, I felt like I was in a jail, and the only way that I was able to get out of jail is if I do 1,100 pull-ups a day. And it was just like a life or death situation that I created for myself. Man, the mental discipline that I gained from doing all those workouts and just forcing myself to go through that fire every day is something that I will have like for my entire life. I know like how many things in life is gonna be that difficult, or like what I put myself through. I mean, obviously, life is one of the toughest things to go through. There's always going to be hurdles that you don't expect, but at least I know after I've gone through that journey, I'm better prepared than the next guy or
Yeah.
someone else, you know.
And it's such a like reminder to everybody else. Like, I don't think we know until we're in a situation to like the what we're capable as humans, like the mental and physical like of our bodies is like I think even greater than we can ever realize. Like we were like
Mhm.
built to like live on. And just your experience is just like such a great reminder to so many of us that, you know, mind over matter, such a cliche saying, but like just you can get through it. Like you can get through another day. I remember you talking about that in the last one. It's just like one more pull up, one more day, like just one foot in front of the other. And you get through that fire and you can get through it.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I
So,
mean,
yeah.
that was my motto. Put one foot in front of the other, like enjoy the process, and before you know it, it'll be done. But I
Yeah.
know it's hard now. Just put one foot in front of the other, and I just try to live by that motto throughout my journey.
I think it's amazing. So now we know what you're doing working out. What look as a fellow look, I'm not doing 1,000 pull-ups a day, but we've talked about this. Like I like setting big goals and I set my goal and then I achieve it and then I'm like, okay, now little time goes, but then I'm ready to like do something else. Like that's just kind of how I am. And I would think that you're a similar person. So what are you working on now? Because I know you got something.
In terms of fitness,
Anything. What is your
yeah,
next like where are you headed in life? What's going on?
yeah. So in the next 3 months, 3.5 months or so, I should be coming out with a three-part documentary series about my journey. And I actually do have a little teaser that I could present to you maybe after the show or something,
Yeah.
or before it ends. But 3 month or a three-part documentary, and one will be about each record, and we'll kind of dive into a little bit more about like the backside of my journey and like things you just wouldn't see. So that will be released in about 3 months. And on top of that, I'm also in the process of writing a book that should be released after the documentary. That will also just dive into my side about the record and what I went through, and just things that you won't see like on social media or my documentary. I have a website where you could buy it on my website, and also view all the documentaries as well. So that's a short term goals for myself, and I also want to try to get in the best shape in my life before summertime. That in terms of fitness, that's on my to do list.
Are you getting the best shape of your life because now it's time to like go meet a lady friend or something now that you have time? Because remember you said you
Yeah.
didn't have time on the last one, so now you got time.
Yeah, I have time now. So if you know anyone listening out
Send them your
there,
way.
yeah,
Send them
send
your
them my
way.
way.
So how do you so tell me about the documentary. So how do you like do you have a film crew? Like are you filming yourself? Like how are you pulling this off?
Yeah, well, I mean, I recorded myself every single day, so I had so much consolidated footage. I'm like, I
Sure.
can't let this go to waste. So luckily, I had a videographer and an editor follow me throughout like big parts of my journey. So he's helping me create part one, part two, and part three. And part two is already pretty much done, and we're waiting on part three to be wrapped up, and then it's just time to release it. Yeah, each part will just be about world record one, world record two, and world record three.
Amazing. Are you going to release them all at the same time or are you going to do like a drop like
I'll
each
probably
record?
do one each week.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can't wait to watch. So, and we'll be able to find these on your website when
On
you get it
my
built, but like just follow social media for now.
Yeah, it will be on my Set the Bar project, my YouTube channel. So
Okay.
it'll be
Okay. Yeah.
posted
Yeah.
there. I haven't. It's where all my websites are, but yes, when my website is launched, it should be this month. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
It'll be on there as well, but it's going to be
Yeah.
posted on my YouTube channel.
That's so fun. And then, so you're writing a book. Are you hand typing it out? Is somebody putting the book together for you? What's that look like?
Yeah, so man, that's like one of the most, I didn't realize how tedious of a process a book writing it would be, but yeah, I'm going through every chapter. I'm writing it. Currently on chapter three, so I still have a long way to go. I'm trying
Sure.
to get it done by the end of the year, but
Yeah.
yeah, so I just been trying to stay disciplined, trying to carve out like an hour of writing each day, and just been slowly chipping away at it, putting one
Yeah.
foot in front of the other with the
One
book.
front of it's just a new type of journey here. I
Yeah,
always thought it would be
exactly.
cool. I thought it would be cool to write a book, but I don't know if I could sit down and just like write every day. I like creating like we get connected. I would like build out my own website. Like I like from a creative visual standpoint doing things. I would love like, you know, working like on a documentary and stuff like that. But like to write is like that's a stretch
Yeah,
for
I
me.
know.
That'd be hard for
It's
me.
tough. It's different type of mental discipline.
And so do you still have your accounting job?
Yeah,
Is that
so
still
I actually started a new accounting job. Luckily, it's like 5 minutes from my house.
cool?
It's a lot better. And, I did start it right in January, so still getting into a good groove of things, but have a good team and enjoying it. And luckily, the commute is very close, so that's been a big plus.
Oh, tell me a little bit about like what has been like your family and friends reaction now that you're back into the real world essentially. You have gotten out of jail officially. You've served your time.
Yeah, I mean, they've honestly, except my parents, because they live like right next door, but all my friends, they've missed me because I just kept having to say no, and they realized like how much that goal meant to me. And it's been great to just reconvene, have a life back, have my own life back, and just enjoy the little things in life. I feel like last year that's something that I really missed out on, just being able to hang out with friends or just watch a baseball game with them if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Just enjoying that. Having one of my biggest goals for 2024 was having more balance in my life, like across the board, whether it's working out, friends, family, relationships. So that was my biggest goals. But one of the main things that I wanted to touch on is at the start was that there's power in being unbalanced because there's a lot of many driven individuals. They live certain points in their life where it's unbalanced, and that's okay. I mean, if you really want a goal and you really want to go after it, you might have to sacrifice some things to achieve that goal. And that's where I was in 2023 at that point in my life where I had to say no to my friends. But it's so worth it now because I know if I would have given in and said yes at certain times, maybe I wouldn't have achieved like the 365 days in a row of 1,000 pull-ups. That could have been eating at me for the rest of my life, and I know I could have. It would have too. I know if I would have given in, it would have been gnawing at me, and I would have been saying like, what if I could have done it?
That I had another guest who said the same thing. She had basically said like the idea of balance isn't realistic because priorities shift every day. And one day your priority may be this, and that's okay. And the next day it may be this because this needs your time and attention right now, or this is where you want to put it. And it'll be something else the next day. And that this idea that everything has to be in balance is just in life is not. It's not realistic because, like to your point, you can't get done what you want to get done without prioritizing different things at different times.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to be considered one of the best in the world at pull-ups. I knew like I had to sacrifice. I knew I had to say no to people, and that's what I ended up doing. And now looking back, I'm so happy that I did do that, and I did do what I said I was going to do. So.
100%, 100%. So, okay, so since we've opened up this door, what was the second thing that the people need to know?
The second thing is I wanted to talk about self-doubt because I know self-doubt, it happens to everyone. It's happened to me. I mean, I felt like at a point in my life, I was always doubting myself. Like, I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if I'm able to do this. Just always doubting myself. At the end of the day, like I realized like self-doubt, it's pointless. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna succeed at your goals, and you're gonna fail. Like it's gonna happen, but you have a choice to put one foot in front of the other. Look at the outcome of it and adapt and move forward. So I realized just like having self-doubt, it's just a waste of time. It's pointless. All you could do is just focus on what you can control at the end of the day.
Yeah. I really like that. And that reminds me too of, I know there's some big quote about it, so, and I'm going to totally butcher it, but the idea of like what you think is what you are. So like if you believe you can, then you can. But if you're constantly, I can't do this, I can't do it, then you're not going to do it. But if, and to your point, there may be days where you fail or you do face a setback or whatever. But like if the mindset is like, okay, but I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I'm going to achieve that, which I like truly try to live my life by. Because I've seen it how important it is too with like what is going on up here when it comes to achieving your goals. I think that's really, really important. That idea of no doubt,
no doubt.
And what's the third thing that people need to know?
The third thing is just enjoy life. Like life's too short to be bogged down and like depressed on something, or just sad on something. Just enjoy life and focus on what you can. And as long as you're getting a little bit better every single day, I mean, that's really all you can ask for. So just do your best to enjoy life. I know it's hard, but it's simple at the end of the day.
Let me ask you about enjoying life. Does Felix enjoy life? Because he's a really big cheerleader and I fully appreciate it.
He does. He's my biggest cheerleader since day one, and man, he's so proud of me. He literally watched every single live stream pull-up workout, day one through day 300. After day one, when I finished like at 3 a.m., we had a shot together, and then after day 365, we had another shot together. So
a shot of what? What was the shot?
It was a shot of whiskey.
Nice. So for people who are listening, Felix is his dad, right? And and he's got great energy online too. And I feel like Felix is rooting for me. So like I feel like if anybody needs somebody in their corner, that's who you need. But he's been awesome.
I told him about like 30 minutes ago that I'm doing a podcast with you. He was like, "Really? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hear it. I love Samantha." So.
He's awesome. He's cool. It's got to be encouraging to have family and people like that in your corner to get you through it and just supporting you every single step of the way. And I think that's amazing. So do you have any final thoughts or final words of wisdom for anybody?
Final words of wisdom is don't give up on yourself. Don't quit. I know, I know life could be hard, but as long as you don't let yourself give up, because at the end of the day, I feel like there's nothing else that comes from quitting besides knowing that you gave up and you could have done a little bit more. So as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other and try to be a little bit better than you were yesterday, that's all you could ask for. So that's my words of wisdom.
100%. No regrets. Well, Jordan, thank you so much. Don't hang up because I want to keep talking to you. Everybody else, have a great day. You deserve it.